Hey everyone, welcome back to Finding Mark in Maine. Today it is my potable water tank initial setup. Alright, so what do I mean by initial setup? Now this video today obviously will not be, I'll tell you right ahead of time, not be the whole complete setup. However, what I do need to do is, because on the side of these tanks you've got your inlets, outlets, drains, all your connections. Now some of these require elbows, and of course if it's too low, this sits on the floor, that elbow's going to hit, you're not going to be able to install it properly. So what I am doing today, this is my base here. These are about 2.5 inches. I'm going to have one layer of some kind of plywood on top of this. It'll raise up about 3 inches, giving it sufficient room. So once that's completed, I'm going to show you how that is set up in the bus. This is the next step in the process of making my base here for this water tank. And what I'm going to do, although this is only a 30-gallon tank, it's not that big, I'm going to cut a piece of this and it's going to be mounted to this base here. And just the purpose is to give a nice even distribution of the weight of the entire tank when it's filled. So a gallon of water, I'm going to estimate it between 8 and 10 pounds per gallon. So let's go on the high side. 30-gallon tank, 300 pounds. But again, I still want it evenly distributed. So I'm going to cut this next piece and then we'll assemble that first part of the bottom section. This was to even out the base on which the potable water tank is going to sit on. Now I have an additional piece I'm going to put on here. It is a piece of rubber from some old exercise equipment. So what this will do, it won't absorb any water, but it'll create a little bit of an extra base and cushion for that portable water tank, so when it sits on here it's not rubbing against this plywood here, and evens it out a little bit more. Probably a little bit overkill, not necessarily required, but I'm going to use this piece Anyway, so my next step is going to be to create some lips here and here to hold the tank in place. This is the next part of the installation of where my tank is going to go for the potable water. It's going to go in this section right here. Don't mind the wires. Next I'm going to put the base unit, anchor it down, and then put the tank right in place. And then at some point later I'll have to find a way to secure the tank a little bit more. I have a couple ideas of ratchet straps, but that probably will not be today. Most likely that'll be another video, because it's already 85 on the bus and it's going to get a lot hotter. Alright everyone, this is stage one, part one of my potable water tank install. It actually fits a lot better than I expected. I did make one mistake. Somehow I measured slightly wrong on the width. However, I was able to use this fan fold insulation to fill in this little bit of a gap. And right now, even without the ratchet straps going across the top, that's going to hold in very well. All I need to do is actually lift this out, put a couple hooks in behind, ratchet straps over, and that will be held down and all set. Alright folks, so this ends stage one of my potable water tank install. And it looks like at this point I will not need ratchet straps to hold this down, because I can lift this up with a lot of my strength. It is holding in place. The one thing I did add in the back was a support going across the back, holding it down. I put a piece of fan fold insulation just as a buffer. The only other thing I'll do is I will put something in here. I do have a lip in the back keeping this from moving. I don't need to fill that space, but I can't do anything else with it, so it just makes sense to have a solid piece of insulation in there. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And also hit that bell icon, so that way as I post each video, you will get a notification so you won't miss the work I'm doing on my bus.